Hi and welcome to my channel. So as usual, I'm coming today with an amazing opportunity to share with you so that you're aware of some of the best things that you can do in the UK. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you 3 jobs that you can have with the NHS. So that's the National Health Service in the UK that pay over £35,000 per year. And the best thing about these 3 jobs is that you don't need any degree, you don't need any experience, you don't need any else whatsoever. And if you're somebody who needs visa sponsorship, all these 3 jobs offer free visa sponsorship to work in the UK. So it doesn't matter whether you're still out of this amazing country or you're already in the UK looking to switch, for example, then these 3 opportunities are absolutely perfect for you to pursue. So if you're new to my channel, obviously you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber as usual, you better be implementing all of what I'm talking about, because I'm not doing these videos for the sake of it, but I'm going to hold you accountable so that you can implement, apply for these positions, and just enhance your skills, progress in your career, excel, thrive, earn more money, and work less. That is the dream. So if you haven't joined this family, hit the subscribe button now so you're the first person to be notified every single day when I drop a video on here, because that is the dedication that I'm making, that is the promise that I'm making, and I bring a video on here every single day. And so what are we going to be talking about today? Actually, if I get into the nitty gritty, let me tell you this. I like job number 1 because it is going to give you the best exposure, whether you want to stay in the non-clinical pathway or you want to progress into a clinical pathway. Then you've got that experience, you've got the choice if you choose option number 1 that we're going to talk about. With option number 2, if you choose that, then you're going to have the best opportunities if you're somebody who likes to study. So if you like to have a degree, you want to have a master's degree, you want to progress into a PhD, option number 2 is the best for you. And the best thing is that progression through this pathway, you're not going to pay any tuition fees whatsoever. In fact, you will be paid for the pleasure of studying, which is how I've also gone on to study 2 masters in the UK, through the apprenticeship pathway, and haven't paid anything. In fact, I've been paid a lot of money while I study. So that's option number 2. And option number 3 is absolutely amazing, because if you're somebody who you want to get into a healthcare facility to work, get visa sponsorship whether you need it or not, and then just be like, I don't want a stressful job, I just want to be chilled in the office, like all of this hassle is not for me. Option number 3 is for you, which means it is the least stressful of all 3 options. So we're going to be exploring each and every one of these so that you're aware. So from the first impressions, which of these 3 options do you think is going to be perfect for you? Leave a comment in the comment section below and tell me, which of these at face value do you want? Are you interested in? Also, I do have a free newsletter, by the way. I've dropped a link in the comment section below where I share information about free visa sponsorship opportunities to move to the UK or switch your visa if you're already in this amazing country. I also share information such as what I'm sharing in today's video. I send it directly to your inbox. I also share information about career progression opportunities. I'm passionate about career progression because I moved to the UK, as a carer myself. Decided that I deserved to do more. I wanted to be more. And so I studied nursing and, to then progress to the most senior clinical nursing position. And I now work for the NHS as an advanced nurse practitioner. So the things that I share here, look, these are things that I've gone through myself, and that's why I'm so passionate about all these career pathways. These are things that I have experienced. These are things that I live every single day. So join my newsletter. It's completely free. You're going to drop your name and email and you're part of that newsletter. Also, if you have anything personal, you're like, oh my God, Melvis, as you're talking about this, I'm thinking about that, and you want to get in contact with me, do feel free to do that, because you're going to find my contact details, on that newsletter. There's my email address, my WhatsApp number. So do feel free, obviously, to get in touch so that, we can just see what it is that you're about. So that's what this whole video is going to be about. So let's start with job number 1. So job number 1 is a bed coordinator. This is a job that I absolutely love. And if you've watched my previous videos, I've done a video where I've mentioned this particular job, but I thought it's high time I actually talk about it to expand on it more, so that if anybody's interested, then you must apply for this job. You don't need a degree, you don't need any experience. It offers visa sponsorship. You're going to be earning over £35,000 per year, which is huge, which is massive. If you've already got experience, that's even going to enhance your chances even further to make you a successful candidate. So what does a job entail? So this job, and by the way, if you're watching this and you're not aware, I do have a private career coaching program. I've dropped a link in the description box below, or the about section of this YouTube channel, where you can join my coaching program, and I'm going to offer you that one-to-one personalized, tailored and individualized guidance with all of the things that I'm talking about, in this video, which means if you're keen on working for the NHS, you're looking for visa sponsorship opportunities in the UK, you want to get into healthcare, clinical, non-clinical healthcare jobs, you're looking for those apprenticeships to be paid in order for you to study in the UK without you paying any tuition fees, then I can offer you that support to make sure that you know exactly what is needed. When you turn up for the interview, everybody's going to be like, what? You're so on sleek, and you will be the best candidate. Look, I'm saying this. If you're in my coaching program right now, you know what I'm talking about. You know how things roll. When we have those live sessions and we're doing that interview preparation, interview questions, we've got hundreds and hundreds of people in the community. So what happens is when somebody goes and has an interview, which we've got people that are doing all these jobs I'm talking about, they come back and they'll say, this is what I was asked, this is what happened, this is da da da, so that everyone else can learn from our own experiences. That is the point. The fact that by the time you're getting your own interview, you already know what to expect and you're just going there to kind of get the job. So if you're watching this, you 100% want to check the program out and join so we can get started, with your own journey. So, and there's just something I was thinking about actually. Let me give you a practical example with this bed coordinator because I think it's going to be helpful. It's just come to my mind now. So if I go to work, for example, just so that you can have a context as to what a bed coordinator does. So I work as an advanced nurse practitioner, so I'm able to independently assess a patient and I can decide if they need to be admitted in hospital or not. So let's say that, for example, I've assessed a 69-year-old patient that I'm going to give just a random name and say Mr. Smith. So I've assessed Mr. Smith, he's 69, and I've decided that actually he needs to be admitted onto a surgical ward because he needs an operation for appendicitis. This is just an imaginary patient, just to give an example so you're aware of what the job is. Then, because that patient needs a bed, I then need to contact the bed coordinator, which is going to be yourself. Obviously, once you've watched this video and applied for this job, I'll then contact you and say to you, look, my name is Melvis. I'm an advanced nurse practitioner. I've just assessed a patient. He's 69 years old. His name is Smith, and he needs a bed on the surgical ward. Can you find a bed for Mr. Smith, please? And then you say, oh, that's fine. I'm going to find a bed for you. And then as a bed coordinator, it is your job to find a ward for this patient to be admitted onto. And so if you find a ward, let's say the patient, you found an empty bed on ward C, then you would come back to me and say, hi, Melvis, I'm the bed coordinator. I have found a bed for Mr. Smith on ward C. So the bed is going to be ready in an hour, or it's ready now, or it's going to be ready tonight, or it's going to be ready in whatever time. And so Mr. Smith is ready to go there, or whatever it is. And then as the nurse practitioner or as a nurse, whoever it is, I'll then ring the ward, I'll then ring ward C and say, oh, actually, I've got Mr. Smith with me. I've just been informed by the bed coordinator that his bed is ready. Can I hand him over to yourselves? And then I'll hand over and say, look, I want Mr. Smith to have his antibiotics on time. I want him to have his painkillers. I want him to be prepared for theater because he's going to be having his appendix out. So that's the job. You see what I mean? So your job as a bed coordinator is the middleman between me and the ward where that patient needs to be admitted. So it is an amazing job. And that's why I was saying, even though it's a non-clinical job, you're going to have exposure to a lot of clinical knowledge that at the end of the day, if you want to progress within the clinical pathway or not, you've got huge opportunities. And this job is paying over £35,000 per year as we speak. I've supported many people in my coaching program to apply successfully for this job with the NHS. Some people, no experience whatsoever. I remember, a 20-year-old girl that her mom wanted her to study nursing. She was the very first person that I supported, to join to get this job, and I've never forgotten. She's now, let me not even tell you how much she earns. You're going to be like, what? It's crazy. But that is a bed coordinator. So you 100% want to apply. And by the way, do share this video with your friends, colleagues, loved ones, so they're aware of some of these opportunities. If you're a nurse, you're a carer, then obviously you want to put yourself forward for these jobs, because if you're a carer, you're going to be earning only £20,000 per year. And let me tell you, it's a tough job. If you are a nurse, your starting salary is going to be about £26,000 per year, which is still like over £10,000 less than this job that I'm talking about. So it is really crazy. So job number 2, Job number 2 is the apprenticeship lead. Look, I recently shared a video on here about just about this job. So if this is something that you're keen on, this pathway number 2, you 100% want to check out that video that I shared with extensive details about it. So apprenticeships, that is a new thing now that the UK is ramping up on, and because there are so many organizations that are recruiting more and more apprentices, this means that you need people to coordinate those apprentices, isn't it? Because if you have a new job, it comes with other jobs in order to support it. That's what's happened. So if you work as an apprenticeship lead or apprenticeship coordinator, different organizations use different names for this job. You're going to find that the starting salary is over £35,000 per year, and anybody can apply. All you need to do is have an excellent knowledge and mastery of what the apprenticeship is. Obviously, you need to be able to be really organized, organizational skills. So again, these are tips that I'm giving you so that when you're applying for these jobs, you're going to sprinkle all of these, throughout your application on your CV, so that if I'm the one recruiting, for example, and I look at your application, I should be like, oh my goodness, Melvis, you're exactly what we need for this job. So that is a point, and that's why I'm doing this video. Again, if you're enjoying this video, you like the content, hit the like button. Let me know you enjoy content like this, and obviously I should do more. Also share this with your friends, loved ones, colleagues, so that they're aware of these opportunities and they can apply. And look, all these jobs offer visa sponsorship in the UK, and because the NHS obviously recruit for these positions, it is free visa sponsorship. Because as you know, I like the NHS because it doesn't come with the drama that private organizations have, or you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. There's none of that. It is all on sleek. You have your sponsorship, you get started, you have access to career progression, you've got the support that you need. There's maternity leave, there's a private section, pension, and there's just loads of opportunities that you're going to have. So definitely consider it. And this is job number 2. And then job number 3, which is the least stressful of all the 3 jobs that we've spoken about, is recruitment. So recruitment and HR, you don't need to have a degree to work in recruitment. Even HR, you don't need to, because the focus is not on qualifications. The focus is on skills, knowledge, skills, organizational skills, communication skills, people skills. That's what they're looking out for. So if you work in recruitment, look, many trusts advertise this job at band 6, which is over £35,000 per year. Again, it's something that is crazy, because when I look at what they're doing, I look at what nurses are doing, I'm like, look. But anyway, that's how much the job pays. So you're going to be supporting the trust with recruitment. Every single NHS is constantly recruiting, because you recruit one person, more people are progressing into other jobs, other positions. So it is an ongoing thing, and it's just endless. There are loads of vacancies right now as we speak, So again, like I've said, recruitment, that's another job. You don't need any IELTS, you don't need any degree, you don't need any prior experience. You just need to walk into the job and be like, hey, this is me, I'm interested, this is why I'm applying, this is why I'm the best candidate, this is why I should get this job, and the job is all yours. But as with all NHS jobs, you need to know what the job is about inside out. If you don't, it's going to be difficult, because interviews are basically it's competition. You know what I mean? When you're going for an interview, it is competition. You're not going there to just be like, oh, I'm just going to be myself. You don't have to be yourself in an interview. You have to be the best candidate for that job. It's different from being yourself, because people are like, when you go to an interview, you need to be yourself. That is bad advice. You need to be the person that they want for that job. You need to embody that role that they are recruiting for. That's what you need to get the job, especially when you need visa sponsorship. Like, all the stakes are on. You need to be the best. You need to make the effort. So again, if you need to get in contact with me, like I said, check the comment section below. You're going to see a link to my newsletter. Do join the newsletter. You're going to find my contact details on there. Feel free to get in contact with me if you need that personalized guidance, or you've just got any queries. Also, if you've got any questions as I'm yapping along, leave them in the comment section below and I'll be able to answer there. But if you need that personalized guidance, consider joining my coaching program, so that you can join a community of successful, driven individuals who are highly ambitious and ready to implement and also succeed, excel, thrive in the UK. Because for me, it's not about getting these jobs and being in this country. It is continuous professional development so that you can earn more, work less, retire early, and enjoy life. Why not? So again, I appreciate your time. Check out this other video that I've linked up specially for you.